'Cause Junko Enoshima is... Junko Enoshima is... right the fuck here. Sorry to keep you waiting. Even if nobody was waiting, even if it makes you go, what, again? The Diva of Despair takes the stage once more. Junko Enoshima, the 53rd. Junko Enoshima, the 53rd, new Ultimate Despair. There you have it. Once again, the mastermind is Junko Enoshima. Junko Enoshima, the 53rd? Tsumugi, what's the matter? Aren't you Tsumugi Shirogane? Our friend who survived with us? Oh, sorry about that. You can go ahead and forget about that Tsumugi Shirogane. 'Cause I'm just a character, you know, alive. Sorry for all the fans out there, if any of you even exist, that is. A lie? Tsumugi Shirogane was nothing more than a cover for me, the mastermind. Calling her your friend. Oh, it's laughable, really. Really, I'm gonna laugh. Are you serious? You're the mastermind behind this? But why? That face and that voice. It's just like... Junko Enoshima! I know, right? Oh, does it make you fall into despair? Well, does it? No, that's not possible! Junko Enoshima is dead! But why did you call yourself the 53rd? As history repeats itself, so does Junko Enoshima. Yeah? As you can see, I'm a perfect reproduction of Junko Enoshima. So, you're just a freak pretending to be Junko Enoshima, huh? No, a perfect reproduction. Perfect reproductions are exactly the same as the original. Her logic is impossible to follow, much like the real Junko Enoshima's. Whatever it is, you're the actual mastermind of this killing game, right? So if we kill you, then that'll be the end, correct? Oh, don't say such mean things like that. Besides, killing me never ends the game. It never ends the game? What do you mean? She's bluffing. Let's just kill her and get it over with. Wait! If force is necessary, it should wait until after we see what she... No need, Kibo, because this class trial is over. What? It's already over? But I just showed up! You killed Kaide, and Monokuma covered it up with a false narrative. The class trial was rigged, and this whole game is illegitimate. Oh, that, right, yeah, I definitely messed that up. Sorry about that. So? Is that all you have to say? The viewers won't accept that kind of apology. You gotta stop the killing game. Huh? The viewers? Seems like you're on the wrong track, so let me explain. Okay, so first, I'll start with the event that inspired me to plan this killing game. That was about the time the meteorite impact started intensifying. Oh, that was about the time the meteorite started impacting. Did you just start some big story on your own? I knew the Hope's Peak Academy's Gopher Project, my inner Junka told me. Crushing the Gopher Project, humanity's last hope, would be the perfect despair. That's when I took over the killing game I devised. I forced those selected as humanity's last hope to play my killing game. And then I took the name Tsumugi Shirogane and sneaked in among them. Did Kokichi know about this? Wasn't he a remnant of despair? Or he was your comrade, right? Huh? Comrade? Junko Enoshima doesn't have comrades. It's like, you don't need a remote after you've thrown out the TV, right? The remnants of despair are just a bunch of despair fanboys and fangirls. But I am despair itself. I am the god of despair! Kokichi was just one of my believers. A god wouldn't be comrades with one of their believers, right? Then Kokichi didn't know your true identity either. What a hopeless existence he led. To the end, he had no idea the object of his worship was right under his nose. I don't care about your story. Tell us about the people watching. Who is this killing game being shown to? Where are the other survivors of humanity? There's nobody watching. Huh? We were the last 16 people alive, you know? Who could be watching? Humanity is gone. No, you're lying. If this isn't being shown to anyone, why care so much about the rules? You're the one who keeps talking about making this game interesting. For whom? That was just part of my perfect reproduction. Your what? I just perfectly reproduced my killing game is all. Just like my old Junko. The original was meant to be shown, so that's how I made mine. You just wanted to recreate the past killing game? That's it? Yep, that's it. There are no survivors of humanity. Things are just as you recalled. The truth of the Ultimate Academy killing game. No, that's wrong. Oh dear, I'm so surprised. Maybe we all remember that there's no one left out there. But how do we know our memories are real? Huh? What do you mean by that? You think your memories are wrong? There's something that's been bothering me about our memories. Here, look at this book. The Complete History of Hope's Peak Academy? This book contains years of research about Hope's Peak Academy. Nothing would indicate this book is a prop. I believe the information here is accurate. But there's a lot written in here that differs from our memories. What is different? To know for certain, I'll need everyone's help. I want you all to tell me everything that you remember about Hope's Peak Academy. We just need to talk about what we remember from Hope's Peak? Okay. So it started with the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. And that event originated at Hope's Peak Academy, inspiring wars and terrorism around the world. It would be a hyperbole to say that event brought despair to all mankind. And it was all caused by a single high school girl. Yeah, it was me! Junko Enoshima rolled in Hope's Peak Academy as the ultimate fashionista, but my real identity was ultimate despair. In order to cover the world in despair, I put my plans... Wait a minute! Something doesn't add up there! Huh? I detect no discrepancy in my memory banks. Yes, everything we just said is like we remember it. But it doesn't match what's written in the history of Hope's Peak Academy. I'll determine exactly why later. For now, I need to identify the discrepancy. So, you gotta play Spot the Difference. Point out what everyone is mistaken about their memories of Hope's Peak Academy. Alright, time to play some Danganronpa trivia. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. That was the originated Hope's Peak Academy, inspiring war around the entire world. That caused all of that despair. Was just a single high school girl. Soichigayo, she was working with the remnants of despair and Merkura, which contradicts what we remember. One high school girl started the tragedy, the ultimate despair, Junko Enoshima. At least, that's what I remember, but that's not what this book says. Ultimate despair doesn't just refer to Junko Enoshima. It refers to a group and the movement that came after. To put it simply, there's more to ultimate despair than Junko Enoshima. This is the first time I've heard about this. Wasn't Junko the ultimate despair? That's what I recall as well. That label should only apply to her. Coincidences sure are scary. Everyone misremembers the same thing. Coincidences? Misremembered? No, it's not a coincidence. I know there's a difference in these memories. That's not all. There are other discrepancies I'd like to point out. Does it even matter? I'm already bored. Just shut up. So let's continue where we left off. Junko resorted to different tactics to cover the world with despair. The killing game between the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy, for example. They were locked up and forced into the killing game by the ultimate despair. But boo-hoo. When I, the one who started it all, died, events were set in motion, and the world began to move towards restoration. Then the fight between the Future Foundation and the Remnant's despair raged on. But the worst case scenario was avoided. Yay, a happy ending! Not yet. There are more points that conflict with this history. I'll point out those next. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history happened because Junko was prepared countless ways of spreading despair. Like the killing game of the 78th of Hope's Peak Academy. The ultimate despair. Soichigayo! It wasn't the ultimate despair that trapped the 78th class in Hope's Peak Academy. It was the class themselves. They shut themselves in. Shut themselves in? Why would they shut themselves in? It has to do with Hope's Peak Academy's shelter project. During the tragedy, the 78th class trapped themselves inside Hope's Peak Academy for protection. So our memory of the 78th class being trapped by despair, are you saying our memories are wrong? It just means those documents were written all half-assed. There's no need to worry about it. Your memories are all correct. What you've been saying isn't consistent. First, you say it's just a coincidence. Huh? Is that so? Let's just move on. I want to talk about one more thing about our memories. It's about the rebuilt Hope's Peak Academy that we were attending. What about Hope's Peak Academy? There's no doubt that the 16 of us were students of Hope's Peak Academy. We heard that it had been rebuilt and it was accepting applications for talented students again. And so we gathered at the brand new Hope's Peak Academy. Since Hope's Peak Academy was large, we were all in separate classes. But there's no doubt that they were students of a new school. Just as I thought, there's something wrong here. But why? Why are our memories so different? Hope's Peak Academy was rebuilt, and with that, recruitment for talented students resumed. Soichigayo! We remember Hope's Peak Academy taking applications for talented students, but that's not what's written here. The Academy did not take applications. All of their students were scouted. Scouted? I've never heard of that. I wasn't scouted. I applied to Hope's Peak Academy on my own. Me too. I chose to come to Hope's Peak Academy. At least, that's what I remember. Are you saying we're remembering it wrong? But what if this book's just wrong? Researchers make mistakes too. Maybe so. But I'm not getting all of this from just the book. There's other evidence as well. Other what? The killing game we're in now is one that began in Hope's Peak Academy. So this is the third game, after Hope's Peak Academy and Jabberwock Island. But remember what Rentaro said. Well, the truth is, This isn't your first killing game. How would he have participated if he wasn't part of the cast of the other two games? You're the ultimate survivor. You survived the last killing game. But Rentaro's name wasn't listed among the past participants of this game. He was not present at the two killing games that Junko orchestrated. Then, which killing game did Rentaro participate in? I'm not entirely sure, but it's clearly inconsistent, isn't it? And the inconsistencies don't stop there. Kokichi's account is also suspect. Kokichi's account is inconsistent too? Oh, an inconsistency? Do tell. We remember Kokichi as a remnant of despair, but I don't think that's true. He wasn't a remnant of despair. He wasn't a remnant of despair? That's impossible. He was definitely a remnant of despair. No, remember he worked for DICE, the gaming company. The remnants of despair were the ones who tried to stop the Gopher Project, and Kokichi was their leader. If he was the one leading the remnants of despair, then he must have been second only to the ultimate despair herself. Then why the hell would he have a gang of posse clowns committing harmless pranks that had nothing to do with ultimate despair? I don't know, the evidence isn't adding up. Yes, he loved me more than anyone, like an obsessed fan hiding in the bushes. So, where's your proof he wasn't a remnant of despair? The proof that Kokichi isn't a remnant of despair. His motive video, baby. The motive video we found in Kokichi's dorm room. Kokichiyama, the ultimate supreme leader. He caused mayhem the world over as the leader of a secret organization, DICE. And by mayhem, I mean petty, non-violent crimes and harmless pranks. Anyway, Kokichi had 10 loyal goons working for him. These goons were like friends and family, the most important people in his life. An organization centered around petty crimes, one that forbids murder. And in addition to that, the group was only 10 people. That's too far to be the same group that tried to sabotage the Gopher Project. Meaning that whatever group Kokichi was a part of is not the remnants of despair. His motive video clearly contradicts our memories. The memory we have of Kokichi being a remnant has to be false. You mean he wasn't a remnant of despair? That's not possible. Come to think of it, we never actually heard it directly from him, but it's not possible. Kokichi didn't tell us because he wasn't exposed to the flashback light, and neither was Kaito. Junko? Hope? Despair? Kaito didn't appear to know anything about the remnants of despair or Junko and Ashima. If they'd been exposed to it, maybe we'd know the truth. Maybe it's better that they weren't. I think the people who were affected by the flashback light were wrong. Yeah? What do you mean? All of these weird inconsistencies are from memories we got from flashback lights. So, the flashback lights are the cause? You found the classroom that makes all the flashback lights, right, Suichi? Yes, and I noticed something strange about it. I actually did a little experimenting with the device hidden in the room. It allowed you to select the memory that the flashback light would recover. However, some of the memories were inconsistent with each other. One might say there are survivors, but another one would say there are no survivors. Bizarre, right? The flashback lights allegedly help us recover our memories. We're supposed to remember the truth that we forgot, and there should only be one truth. But then having the option to recover contradictory memories doesn't make sense. Then what are you saying? Huh? The The flashback light isn't for recovering lost memories. Is that what you're saying? Then what is it for? What was it for, huh? Go on, tell them! What are the flashback lights for? What are the flashback lights used for? Why can I select different memories? And what does it mean if those memories contradict each other? If I put that into the pieces together, it all makes sense. We'll be able to see the real truth. Woo! Bangman's Gambit. They were implanted memories. False narratives to make us believe a truth. Yes, that's it. The flashback light isn't supposed to help us remember anything. It's a tool for implanting false memories. Implanting memories? Yes, the memories you can select from the flashback lights weren't our real memories. They were memories to be implanted inside us. That's why the contents of those memories contradict each other. Once we're exposed to a flashback light, those memories become the truth to us. So the memories we recovered with the flashback lights were not real. They were all false memories. They were all lies. Lies? Oh, what a horrible truth! If the memories from the flashback lights are lies, then everything was a lie. All the suspense and foreshadowing was for nothing. Can you believe it? It's like everything that happened didn't matter at all. Well, what is that? Is that what that means? What does that matter? I think she says. Well, what does that matter? Huh? Lies are just like snowballs. The more you roll them, the bigger they are. The bigger they are, the more fun and shocking it is when they're revealed. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm not gonna lie. It was probably a mistake to record this much. Holy shit. My thrusty is on fire. I'm sure you could probably hear it too. I'm starting to get a little froggy, bro. Scroll wheel. No, but for real, holy shit. Give me a second. Ugh. Alright, I think we're good. That's why everything up until now has been lies. That's the truth. The memories from the flashback lights were just lies? It's just as Suichi said. The flashback lights are not for recovering lost memories. They're tools for implanting new ones. The light they emit is actually information that has been converted to light waves. The light waves beam directly to the brain, causing a deja vu sort of phenomenon. The brain gets confused and thinks the info is just received happened in the past. We were just confused? For example, your memories of being students at Hope's Peak Academy. Fake! You guys don't have anything to do with Hope's Peak Academy. None of us were even students there. It was all just a fake memory. We're not students of Hope's Peak? Yep, that's all. That was all fake. Looking back, it was a mistake to have you remember Hope's Peak. I didn't originally plan on giving you those memories, but I was in a rush and overlooked all those inconsistencies, so you figured it all out. It's hopelessly the worst. So that's why Kokichi had to die. Good job, Mr. Detective. You got it. The only reason we thought Kokichi was a remnant was because of the flashback lights. But he did say that he was the leader of a cult organization. That was a lie he invented himself. He wanted it to be the mastermind. He wanted us to believe it. That's why he lied. Anyway, I gotta confess. You know that cult I mentioned earlier? The leader is me. Huh? Which means the mastermind who snuck Monokuma onto the Ark is me. He upserved the mastermind's role, but in doing so, became a thorn in their side. He got rid of the hindrance. The mastermind played along with the lie. The mastermind manipulated us into thinking Kokichi was a remnant of despair. At the same time, having everyone remember Hope's Peak Academy made you guys target him because you thought he was a remnant of despair. You were using the flashback lights to control us? Then the reason I tried to kill Kokichi was... You were being controlled by false memories. Like putty in the mastermind's hands. But Maki wasn't the only one being controlled. You all were. Remember when Kokichi revealed the truth of the outside world? You all got so depressed you couldn't even focus on the killing game. Wait, then to make us recover from that, you... Yep, we gave you memories of Hope's Peak Academy students, the symbol of hope. So you all could face despair. You controlled us with a fake memory? Well, it wasn't just a memory. It was all of them up until now. New mysteries and truths turn to motivation. Motivation drives a story. Everything from the flashback lights was just motivation to move you forward. But I guess it was fake motivation. You idiots kept getting jerked around by meaningless lies. The class trial was like that too, wasn't it? Why was it that you were so motivated to do it? Because you got your memory from one of the flashback lights, right? Was that also a memory you used to control us? Hey, what's with you guys? What was it you guys remembered from it again? At first you ran away from the Gopher Project, humanity's last hope. But then you barely chose to accept your fate. You took all your wishes of your friends and family. And now you remember how you got here. You remembered what you had all been entrusted with the world's hope, right? Remembering the weight of the hope should have made you feel stronger. I have to escape. I'll never give up. I won't be defeated by the mastermind. Even though Kaito and Kokichi were gone, and Kibo started to go berserk, you guys didn't give up hope. You decided to face this killing game, right? You are controlling our emotions, even our resolve to defeat the mastermind. In this killing game, a death game where emotions run like blood, if the participants aren't trying their best to live, it's just not very exciting. All the memories were fake? Then what was everything till now? That memory, and 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 that. If they were all fake memories, then where are we? Why are we still in this killing game? Yeah, who knows? My plan for mankind's last killing game just kind of fell apart. So I figured out why on your own. Figure out why on your own. This is a class trial after all. Then who are you? I don't know who you are. Huh? What's not to understand? I became me. What about that don't you get? If this killing game is connected to Hope's Peak Academy, then I believe you. This is certainly the work of someone carrying on Junko Enoshima's will. But we have nothing to do with Hope's Peak Academy, so you can't be Junko. So who the hell are you? I'm me. No one else. I'm sorry, what? Did he just change it? Excuse me, what? What is this? Huh? You know him, don't you? He was in the Jabberwock Island killing game. I'm Hajime Hinata. That's not what we mean! What are you doing? What am I doing? I'm just cosplaying. Cosplaying? Yeah, this is just like cosplay. Yes! Yes, my boy! My boy! But it's not just like normal cosplay, because I can perfectly replicate the character. Check it out! Even my voice sounds exactly the same. Is Junko Enoshima also? Yes! It's my cosplay! I can perfectly reproduce a number of characters that actually become them. This is the talent of the ultimate cosplayer. A number of characters? But shouldn't she have cospox if she's portraying real people? Which means that the entire cast of everyone was fake. They're characters in a killing game. How could she cosplay as students of Hope's Peak Academy? Because Sumigi told us. That's what cosplay is supposed to be in the first place. Lately, some people refer to cosplay as non-fictional characters, which is unforgivable. It's so unforgivable that I break out in cospox if I even attempt it. You remembered! Yes, that's exactly right. So then, what does that mean? What? If what you said is the truth, then Hope's Peak Academy was... If Sumigi can cosplay as them, there's only one possibility. This has all just been a fucking game show. No fucking way. It's fictional. It's all fictional. Fictional? The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history never happened. Hope's Peak, the Future Foundation, and the remnants of despair do not exist. Because it's all fictional. None of it actually happened in the real world. All of those events took place within a fictional world known as Danganronpa. Danganronpa! Danganronpa? What are you even talking about? What? You've never heard of Danganronpa? We're all characters in it. That's right, me, that nasty pig barf, and everyone else are all fictional. I'm sorry if my brushing up on all the fucking cast of characters is a little off, but I'm trying my best to remember everyone's fucking voice if they're bringing back literally every character. So I'm trying my best to keep it as par as what I did prior, but hold on. Then Hope's Peak Academy doesn't exist? No, because it's fiction. Doesn't exist in the real world. What? Isn't it surprising? Yep, up until now, you thought fiction was fact. But fiction is just fiction. Danganronpa's just fiction. This whole Danganronpa story was just stuffed into your memories. For that reason, you all believed the work of fiction was, in fact, reality. And that's how we put on the cosplay performance for everyone to see. A cosplay performance for the whole wide Danganronpa world. Cosplay of the whole wide world? So, this was all fake? Everything was made up? And the whole time, we thought it was real? Did you think the ultimate cosplayer's talent was only limited to characters? It'd be kinda lame if that was all the big mastermind could do. I can do far more than that. I can cosplay the world itself. So, if you want to make me your enemy, then your enemy is the world of Danganronpa itself. Danganronpa itself? But why? Why would you do this? Why make us think it's real? Well, duh, it's so you'd all play the killing game. This is the world of Danganronpa, you know? No shit, we're playing the killing game. But it's not just any killing game. It's a killing game that takes place in the real world, propped up by fiction. In other words, it's ultimate real fiction! Ultimate real fiction? But if it's fiction, if everything isn't real, then the world being in ruins is also fiction, right? The world outside is fine, right? Oh, that's right! Of course! How did you like that scene? Our staff worked really hard on it. Staff? There's no need to worry about the people backstage. Anyway, back to our conversation. You guys can just relax. The world hasn't been destroyed. Really? It's not destroyed? Then we can go home? Nah, that ain't happening. Yeah? Why, if the world is still intact, then we have homes to return to. I told you that ain't happening, you dumb sea urchin head. Wait, that's me. Monokuma, what's going on? Do you really want to know? Forget about the world. It wants nothing to do with you. The walls of this academy are your world now. The outside world is none of your concern to you. The audience certainly agrees with me. Isn't that right, you guys? What? Who are these people? They've all been watching this killing game transpire. Of course, those you see here are only a fraction of our total viewers. Watching us? It's just like Suichi said. This is all arranged because people want to see it. So, this was all a show? This whole killing game? My waifu, you're back. Know how I've missed you, Chiaki. I can't do it. My Chiaki, back in the flesh. Oh, how I've missed you, my darling. Yeah, everyone in this world, everyone in the whole peaceful world watches this show. Peaceful world? The outside world is peace itself. There's no despair or wars. And... Achoo! All the people in the peaceful world are straight up crazy for this killing game. Yeah! Wait, why would a peaceful world need a game like this? It's because the world is so peaceful that this killing game is necessary. It is so very peaceful, and so it is so very boring. With so much peace, people have become bored. They need simulation. They created the ultimate real fiction so Danganronpa could fulfill that need. Every person in the outside world watching this is a huge Danganronpa fan. Everyone loves the killing games. This killing game is for everyone. So, it's everyone's killing school semester. This killing game is the latest entry in Danganronpa. The long-awaited sequel that everyone has been waiting for. This is the truth of the killing game! Isn't that the ultimate real fiction? We were forced to play some fictional killing game? Danganronpa! You noticed way too late. There's no Danganronpa without Monokuma. Since I'm here, that means this is Danganronpa. So not only, let me get this straight. So not only is this just a fictional game show, but you mean to tell me that they broke the fourth fucking wall and the audience who is enjoying this killing game is us. The people watching. Me as the player. And me watching the story. No fucking way. What is this? Can't you tell? It's the title of the current Danganronpa you guys are doing. A testament to the unquenchable thirst this blood-soaked world has for Danganronpa. What do you mean? Danganronpa's gone on so long because the whole world enjoys and supports it. Huh? How long has it gone on? Did you not forget what season of Danganronpa this is? You guys are dumber than ants. Suichi, what do you think? What? What number killing game is this? What season do you think we're on? You should be able to tell from the logo. And it's not that enough. If that's not enough of a hint, feast your eyes below the belt. Or below my belt. What killing game is this? What number Danganronpa is this? You can tell from the logo? Then this killing game is... I think you already guessed it. The 53rd fucking season of Danganronpa. Hinting also at the fact that Junko called herself the 53rd. Could this be the 53rd one? Ding ding, correct! This is the 53rd season of Danganronpa. So it's not V3, it's 53. My god, they literally hid a fucking spoiler in the title, and until you reach this point, it's so oblivious to you. In other words, Danganronpa V3's official name is Danganronpa 53. Starting with Hope's Peak Academy arc and Danganronpa 1, 2, then 3. The seasons just keep coming, and with it came more and more killing games. Wait, can we actually scroll through all of them? Holy shit, Despair's Counterattack. Oh no, Anniversary, Danganronpa 10, Birth of Despair. God damn. Until it transcended games and anime to become this, the real ultimate fiction. Now then, we're in the 53rd season of Danganronpa. The 53rd season? What? Did that letter in did the letter in there throw you off? Well, I guess that happens. But isn't it just rad how it looks like a letter, but it's actually a number? Our title is the 53rd, as this is the 53rd game that we have mastermind. It was supposed to be a hint, but whatever. I'm over it. Since this is the 53rd season, one would expect to see a multitude of characters. But you only have memories from the first two, so you wouldn't recognize the others. That's why I have limited myself to only cosplaying as Hope's Peak characters. Isn't it sinking in yet? This killing game is just the 53rd season of Danganronpa. The 53rd Danganronpa? Trapped in a fictional Danganronpa-inspired world and forced to play the killing game. That is the world desired from you. Oh yes, I'm the mastermind, but the real mastermind forcing you to do all this. Us. The fucking audience. The people of the outside world. The people of the outside world are the ones who are forcing you to do this. The whole world is the real mastermind? The reason I made this world, the reason you guys are in the killing game, it's all because the outside world wants it, you know. It's not just me, it's everyone involved in this project. Project? What? You don't know what that is? Is your brain leaking oil or something? The ones managing this killing game aren't psychos like the remnants of despair. It's literally managers! Literally! So I want to hear your best guess. What company is running the show? Team Danganronpa. Nice self-plug there, devs. Team Danganronpa? Yep, the company that makes Danganronpa is called Team Danganronpa. You guys are behind in your own studies. The audience knew the answer right away. It's the title credits it's in the title credits at the start too. It feels weird to like I'm literally playing the game, but I'm also like the game. I'm like the spectator in the game. This is like the most mind-blowing conclusion ever. Oh, hey, look, there's the anime. This is the anime I'm talking about if you want to, like, connect all the stories. The Return of Danganronpa, Miracle Danganronpa, Anniversary Danganronpa. Holy shit. So in reality, they were actually making an intro for this game. Like, for the actual killing game in the game. This wasn't just like some like cool like, oh man. Team Danganronpa. God damn it. The fucking devs putting their self-plug in there. You sly dog! I'm also part of Team Danganronpa. We make the finest killing entertainment. Everyone enjoys our work oh so much. And our newest project is Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. A heart-pounding killing game brought to you by the ultimate real fiction. Shut up! Shut up! You created an entire fictional world to make us do this fictional killing game. No matter how many false memories we've been implemented with, we aren't fictional. Are you sure about that? What? Either way, I don't want to do this anymore. Let me go home already. That's impossible. Didn't I tell you that you have no homes to go back to? What? Why not? Because you're just like us. You only exist within the world of Danganronpa. Just like you? Still don't get it. You just need to ask yourselves one question. Who the hell are you guys? Who are we? Who are you? Who are you? Who are we? Sorry, brother. Your character's in a video game. We're the same. We're all just like you. Yes, that's right. You're all fictional, too. Huh? You're just fictional characters created solely for the killing game. Nothing you can do about it, I'm afraid. Danganronpa's that kind of property. What are you saying? We're not fictional. We're living, breathing people. Your immaterial existence is a fabrication, independent of your actual flesh and blood. Oh God. Yep, you're all fictional. You guys are out there way beyond the fourth wall. Already knew that, right? Yeah, there it is. And there it is. You guys beyond the fourth wall. They're literally addressing the actual fucking players and the audience. Wow. Wow. They really they outdid themselves on this. I gotta say, when I first played this shit, I was taken aback. I did not realize they'd go for the trope and just break the fourth wall and pretty much just say, yeah, this whole time, we're just video game characters at the mercy of the player or the audience. Fucking hell. What a twist. Terrence, what is in your hands? It's your ice cream sundae. What a twist. You all didn't look like this when you first came to the Ultimate Academy. Those were your true selves. Now you're just fictional characters. That's the truth. That's the truth? Then our real identities are just normal people. You're just normal, average, everyday people with no ultimate talent whatsoever. What? When you guys came to this academy for the first time, you were just boring, everyday high school students. That's true, and that's why we look like that. We weren't dressed like ourselves. You were average students with no talent, just like me. But boring, everyday characters have no right to be in Danganronpa, so you were all made more suitable for your new roles. Everyone remembered that thanks to the flashback light. You were all given personalities, talents, and upbringings to create your characters, much like that delightful documentary, Making a Murderer. It was at that point that the prologue... I'm sorry, I actually have to read the name because she's switching between literally the entire cast of all the fucking games. So it's like, I gotta make sure I'm like... I gotta go back in the memory banks and try to remember, wait, what did I give them? It was at that point that the prologue of the story began. Which means your ultimate talents are all just fiction. Our talents as well? Yep. Your talents are just a bunch of lies. I mean, they suited you to a certain extent, but mostly in a placebo effect sort of way. Kind of like like a form of auto-suggestion. You know, like if you do it, it'll all work out. That's not just your talents. It's more like your personalities, families, memories. It's all fiction created by the flashback light. Can you really say you're not fictional now? Even if your body is real, your identities, personalities, talents, and the past were all fiction. Can you really say none of this is fictional now? Wait a minute. What are you babbling about? Our identities, personalities, talents, and past are all fictional? That's stupid. It's not stupid. It's this. Isn't this what you wanted? What we wanted? Yeah, you wouldn't remember, but you guys were all from the outside world. It's not strange at all that you'd want to be part of the show you love. No way. Are you saying we wanted to participate in the killing game? That's not possible. How could we ever... Please, everyone, take a look at this. Number 154. Number 154. My name is... Blah, 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 beep. I'm assuming it like the media censored it. I've always been such a huge fan of Danganronpa and always wanted to be in one. If I were a contestant, I would want to be an ultimate detective. I know there's been a few in the past, and I've always loved those characters. So I would want to be one of them. But I don't have to be a detective. I'll be anything to be part of the show. And I mean that. Anything. I do anything to be a part of Danganronpa. I promise, if I get selected, I'll work as hard as I can. I'll come up with the best, most gruesome murders. I promise. Everyone will love it. And the ultimate detective hasn't been the blackened yet. So I'm sure I can do it. I'm also thinking about the perfect punishment for the ultimate detective. What was that? Wasn't that you, Suichi? No, it can't be. I'd never say something like that. You wouldn't say that now. But this is you before you came to who you are now. What? When you saw your audition tape, we had a flash of inspiration. The weakest ultimate detective ever. Wouldn't it be great to see him grow? That's why we made you your character and had you join the gang. The rest of you are no different. You auditioned and were selected as well. Auditioned? Yeah, you were all so excited when you were selected. I believe it was right after you all received your ultimate wardrobe. Huh? What am I wearing? Looking good. Now you look more like Ultimates. Ultimates? Really? Next up, the memories you've all been waiting for. Hell yeah, get ready. Once the seal is broken, we'll be in the domain of the killing game. Killing game? You mean we were selected? We got picked? Really? All right. Whoa, really? I'm selected for it too? We really said that? That's a lie. I have no memory of that. You just forgot is all, because of the flashback light we used on you. The people you used to be are gone. You're all fictional characters now. Do you really understand? You are all flesh and blood fictional characters. So you got nowhere to return to. All that stuff's fiction too, man. Then my friends and family, my whole life before coming here. It's all fiction. That's what a backstory is. You can't go back home because there is no such place. Just like how there's no Togami Corporation in the real world. The only place we fictional characters can live is in the fictional world. Only in this world. Only in Danganronpa. Only in this world? Yes, this place you're practically trapped inside in this Danganronpa world. That's why you guys can't leave this place. That's why your only option is to continue the killing game here. You're all fictional characters created to kill each other. It's all the world wants. That's why there's nowhere to run. Enough. I don't want to know anything else. I've had enough. Ah, that reaction. Could it be you fell into despair? It's times like these that you need to look for your friends for support. However, all your friends are fictional too. Yeah. For example, even Kaito's illness was given to him as part of his character. What? I was the one who came up with that plotline and gave him that virus. I was also the one who came up with the plotline where you fell for Kaito. What are you saying? Then what about Tenko? Was she always defending me because... Because that was her character. It's the same for me too. The character created to bring excitement to the killing game, much like myself. So the killing game swelled with excitement. Even my pants started to swell too. You're telling us this is all a lie? Even my feelings? Are you even... So you're saying even those were lies? Well, if you're going to call it fiction, a fictional lie, then yes. Everything in this world has a writing credit. All other worlds or actions are just a bunch of lies. For example, in Unbreakable Vow, a brotherhood is just a simple plot line. You said it, bro. However, that was a splendid plot line. Even that thing Kaide said that moves Suichi's heart. What? I believe in you, so you should definitely believe in yourself. That was a lie, because the real Kaide said, I'm perfect for a killing game. I don't have any faith in humanity. And who could forget Kaito's inspiring line? Don't forget, the impossible is possible. All you gotta do is make it so. That was a lie, because the real Kaito said, I'm not just gonna be in Danganronpa, I'm gonna kill everybody and win. Because once I have fame and fortune, I don't gotta worry about what's impossible. It's all fiction. It's all a lie. Every single thing that has happened in this killing game, it's a lie. It's all a lie? The reason we're all here right now is because of them. Because of them, I was able to change. That's why I was trying to live for them, too. I was trying so hard to stay positive. But if even that's a lie... Why am I here? Why did I even survive this long? This is fiction. There's no greater meaning. No greater meaning to death. No greater meaning to life. It's all fiction. There's no meaning to be found in any of it. Blah, it's so gross I could just barf. Well, I guess it makes sense you wouldn't believe all that stuff. So, how about it? You despair yet? It will be troublesome for us if you don't despair under our rule. It would be troublesome for us if you don't despair under our rule. What? Danganronpa's all about despair! The reason the killing game's so popular, why it's gone on for 53 seasons. The reason is despair. Viewers flock to see you despair. That's why all the people out there look so happy, see? What is this? Despair? Is this despair? Is this what the outside world wants? Is this what they want from us? I mean, to be fair, I know a lot of people love Junko. If I ever see a Danganronpa cosplay, it's always Junko. It's like 90% Junko cosplayers. So of course, I'm assuming people do in the actual world actually like despair. I guess I don't know. I'm more of a hope kind of guy, but you know, I kind of like people, you know, having the opportunity to live their lives. But I guess some people just like killing. But then again, without the killing, I never would have been able to play my favorite game series. So yes, I am to blame. I'll blame myself. I'm the one who, and you know, I'm part of the blame to buy into this game and the game series and watch it, because like I'm witnessing them kill each other. So it's like I'm kind of feeding into that. So technically, man, they somehow made the player the villain. What the fuck, man? You mean this whole time I stripped people of their lives and made them kill each other in a game for my entertainment? Oh, don't you have energy at all to yell? Well, yelling for help is useless for fictional characters anyway. It makes the viewers even more depraved and obsessed when they feel sorry for you. They watch, knowing that they shouldn't, just to revel in the depravity of all of it. That depravity is the appeal of death games. It's the appeal of this very killing game. It's the appeal of Danganronpa itself. So what are we supposed to do? Huh? What was that? What are we supposed to do? What's gonna happen to us? Huh? What are you guys talking about? Weren't you going to ruin the class trial and end the killing games? Go ahead and stop it if you can. Try and stop a world obsessed with it. There's no way to stop it. It's impossible. Oh, are you giving up already? It's all a lie, isn't it? Me? Everyone here? Everyone who died? Everything's a lie, right? I can't fight for a lie, can I? Oh, what's the matter? Are you in despair? No matter how much you grow, Suichi, you're still weak after all. Now that you know all the lies, you've gone back to your weak ultimate detective. It pleases us. It is a despair fit for Danganronpa. Well, that was surprisingly disappointing, but I guess it's okay. We're still on script. Everything's a lie. Everything's meaningless. Everything we've done. Everything we faced together. All of our feelings. Pitch black lies. It doesn't matter how many mysteries you solve. The mysteries were all fiction in the first place. All scripted. It's all over. It's all just a lie anyway. It doesn't matter what you do. It's all over now. Did I lose? Wait. No, this can't be the end, right? No, we're not, right? Is this the end? Please tell me. I'm asking you. Whenever I was in trouble, my inner voice would always guide me. That guidance is what brought me here. I don't believe that's a mistake. No way. We, as the audience, are Kibo's inner voice. No. And here I thought he was just like thinking to himself. No fucking way. We're freaking Kibo's inner voice. So, I will trust it. Please, tell me. Tell me what I should do. Please, tell me your decision. Save this situation? No. Yes. I hear your voices crystal clear. My inner voice is telling me I need to remedy this situation. That is why I will not give up. I will not give up hope until the very end. What? We can't give up no matter what. Hope is always within reach. We must keep our heads high and search for hope, especially in deepest despair. Hope? Huh? What hope? You said so yourself. This killing game is the ultimate real fiction. If this is both real and fiction, then logically it can't all be fiction. Even if this world is fiction, even if we're fiction, there must be something we can do. So there must be a way to break through this. I won't give up hope. Not ever. Oh jeez, how annoying. The outside world doesn't just want despair. It wants hope too. Yeah, you tell him, Kibo. Listen to me as the player and bring this trial back to a closing conclusion where at least there's a little bit of hope. If our voices have reached the outside world, then what my inner voice is telling me is... Oh, your inner voice? That's the voice of the outside world. What? I know because I wrote your plotline too. There's no way I wouldn't know who that is you're hearing. That's the voice of the outside world. The voice of the outside world? From the start of this killing game, you've had a unique role. You're the audience surrogate. Audience surrogate? Your inner voice allows communication between yourself and the audience. That function exists to keep the audience entertained. Now tell them, what is your inner voice? Speak clearly and enunciate. What is my inner voice? If I'm a surrogate for the audience, and we've been communicating this whole time, then my inner voice is actually audience survey. Wait, I'm playing as Kibo now? Wait, I just kind of realized that. Oh, wait, because you're right, because we're like oh my god, holy shit, I just kind of put it together what the fuck's happening right now. Because we, as the player, have been revealed. us as the audience, as the player, have been revealed to be like the one kind of controlling and being the mastermind. So now we're speaking to the fictional characters through Kibo, who can communicate for us. Oh my fucking god, they thought of it all, dude. And audience survey? Well done. Yes, indeed, that is the truth. It's a two-way communication that lets you participate in the program from home. That is your inner voice's true nature. The results of an audience survey. The voice I relied on for guidance was just the audience answering survey questions? And every move you made was dictated by the audience's answers on the survey. For this season of Danganronpa, the main gimmick is audience participation. That antenna on your head lets you receive their answers. This is an antenna? When your antenna broke, you went crazy. That's when that was a big problem for us. We got flooded with complaints from the audience. But that's not your only role. You're also the audience's camera. Camera? Your eyes are the eyes of the audience itself. The audience itself? The outside world has been watching from your eyes this whole time. Then let's let them feel like they're really a part of the Danganronpa world. It's all thanks to you. That's why I'm so glad you survived all the way through. 'Cause now I can use you to plunge the outside world into despair. Despair? If the audience circuits falls into despair, then the audience does too. By making you fall into despair, I can make the entire world fall into despair. My despair will turn from fiction to fact and destroy reality itself. Are you fucking kidding me? Junko Enoshima is really trying to fucking fill me as an actual person with despair through the fucking fictional game that I'm playing. My brother in Christ, holy... Oh my god, this has been just a roller coaster of emotion. And I've kind of been so focused on going through it, but that I've had less opportunity to kind of like speak my mind about it. But also, I mean, we've been fucking killing so much time. Oh my god, this trial is so long. But just wow. I honestly, props to the devs. Props to the management team that's also like somehow fictitiously in this game as well. But props to the devs, because holy shit. I never expected something of this caliber to ever be like a plot line for this game series. God. That's crazy. It's like a novela. Isn't that just the most delightful despair? Why would you go through all the trouble? Isn't Junko Enoshima just a costume? Oh, Kibo, muy petit adieu. My cosplay is a perfect reproduction. Actually, doing stuff the characters would is totally part of that. Is that why you want the world to fall into despair? That's messed up. But that's the whole point of Danganronpa. The outside world wants to see horrible setups and payoffs. What could be more horrible than a fictional despair eroding to the real world? No one could have imagined an end this hopeless. No. I won't give in to despair. Huh? If I'm a surrogate for the audience, then I will use my inner voice to broadcast hope to the outside world. I already fucking told you, the outside world only wants despair. There's no way to spread hope to an audience that watches killing games. No, my inner voice already told me what to do. I need to remedy this. If that's the voice of the outside world, then the outside world actually wants hope. So I will trust the outside world. I will trust in hope. Kibo, the ultimate hope robot. Hope has been added to your record in the monopad. Yes, sir. We got our hope bullet now. What is this? This is the power of hope. I will not lose to your despair. Not when I'm carrying the hope of the outside world. How annoying. Hope? That's not popular. Well, if I can't get someone like you to fall into despair, that'd be a great... If I can get someone like you to fall into despair, that'd be a great ending. I will not let you do that. Hope will never give in to despair. Oh, are you going to go that far? Then, let's settle this. The final battle between hope and despair. Yahoo! Now that's what Danganronpa is all about! Settle this? How? Yes, that is a problem. This class trial is in disarray because Monokuma broke a rule. You're the one who broke the rule. How about we start over and have a special vote? A special vote? But you're the one who broke the rules in the first place. Whatever, man. We've been in this far we've made it this far together. Let's just do a vote. Cause that's what Danganronpa's all about. This final special vote will determine between Kibo and I which of us should get punished. What? This'll be a vote to determine how this story ends. You guys have to decide whether this story ends in hope or despair. To end in hope? To end in despair? We decide? Oh man, this is great! The outside world is starting to get jazzed up! Hope will definitely win. No one here wants despair to win. Yeah, that's right. We can't side with the mastermind. Even if that choice ends in your suffering. Suffering? Alright, let me explain what's gonna happen after the vote. If Kibo, representing hope, is punished, and I, representing despair, win, then per the rules, the killing school semester will continue until only 2 students remain. You're going to continue the game? No need to worry, man, cause there aren't gonna be any more murders. My predictions are correct 30% of the time, man. Even if we make a new flashback light motives for you, you know they're lies. So no matter how many motives we provide, it's more likely that nothing will happen. Nothing will happen? You can all live happily ever after in this academy. No, that's no way to live. In prison, in this school, living lives of despair. Even if you went to the outside, there'd be no point. As I said, all your memories are nothing but fiction. Your hometowns, your families, your friends, they never existed in the first place. 'Cause they're all fiction! Danganronpa characters can only live in Danganronpa setting. There's no reason to pull out of school. Only losers pulled out. Wait, did they really just insert a fucking sexual joke too? In the middle of all this crazy shit that's happening? And of course Teru would do it. Bitch. Then at least put us back to how we were. Silence! Weep not over spilt milk. Yeah? I told you guys already, you can't get rid of memories with flashback lights. Flashback lights can only overwrite old memories with new ones. But if you're absolutely serious, then use a flashback light to become a different fictional character instead. So we can We can't go back to the way we were? Fuck yeah! How about that, despair? But I, representing despair, am punished, and Kibo, representing hope, wins. Then this killing game will end, of course. However, you must follow the rules. The game will continue until the final 2. So only 2 of you can graduate. What? Out of the 4 of us, only 2 can survive? Yes, that is so. I will let you decide the 2 who will survive. We got this far, and they're telling us to sacrifice more of our friends? It's just 2 measly sacrifices, and then the rest of you losers can leave the academy. However, even if you do escape to the outside world, you will find it most unwelcome. No, as long as we never give up, there will always be hope. Well, if you're gonna be a pussy about it, do whatever you want. You can choose which 2 will survive. You can choose which 2 will be sacrificed. Or can you choose? My bad. I sacrifice myself. What? Kibo. If it will bring hope to everyone and the outside world, I will gladly sacrifice myself. But Kibo, it's okay. Even if it destroys my body, I will defeat despair. Kibo. Even if you sacrifice yourself, you still need 1 more. In order for hope to win, there needs to be 1 more sacrifice. Suichi, Maki, and Himiko. One of them has to sacrifice themselves. Or hope can't win. Do you got the guts to make such a heartless choice? Do you understand now? Even if you choose hope, you will still suffer. You don't need to choose the hard way. No one expects you guys to do that. Yeah, there will be no more killing, so let's just stay all here together. Let's all just stay here together. There's no reason to go outside. Let's stay here together. Won't you stay here together? Let's all stay together. I want to stay here with you. Here, together. I think everyone will feel a lot better after they vote for Kibo. I mean, I tell you what. If I get to spend the rest of my life with Chiaki, I'd probably sacrifice. I'm gonna keep it $1.50. If we're talking about spending the rest of my life with Chiaki, I would go with despair. I'll stay here. Maybe I do want to be the bad guy. Maybe I do want to stay here. You know what I'm saying? Staying here won't be so bad. Come on, let's all stay together. Please? Together? Okay. Don't let her fool you. Despair won't end this killing game. Only hope will. Hope? Don't worry, we got our new bullet. Our new hope bullet. Bam! No despair. No despair. Oh, no. Ah, no despair. No despair. No despair. No despair. Fuck. Yeah, still got it. No despair. Count. Swipe Chigayo. I will never give up. Hope will never lose to despair. Huh? How's not giving up gonna help you, huh? Huh? Even if you won't give up, as long as you don't sacrifice someone else. I'll sacrifice myself. What? If Kibo and I sacrifice ourselves, then Suichi and Himiko live, right? Then then they can survive this absurd killing game. Maki! After listening to Kibo, I've decided I don't want this killing game to end with despair. That would just piss me off. Even if you only feel that way because I wrote you like that, just like with Kaito. Even then, I'll choose that ending if it means I can kill you. Even if I have to sacrifice my life, I will kill you. Sacrifice? Wait, Maki! I'm sorry, I've already made up my mind. But what's gonna happen to us? Can we really go back to the outside world? What, indeed? I told you over and over there's nothing for you out there. No, once the audience sees this ending, I'm sure they will help us. Everything is going to be okay. They will definitely find hope. What do you mean, hope? What? Wait, what? I refuse. I won't accept that hope. Suichi, what's the matter? It's because of hope that this whole thing is happening. I reject that hope. Hope is the villain itself here. We suffer because of hope. Tsumugi isn't trying to make us fall into despair. She wants us to trust hope. I say no to and reject that. Tsumugi wants us to trust in hope? What does that mean? The reason that this madness has gone on for 53 seasons is because of her. It's because the audience wants it. They want the hope to overcome despair. It's Hope's Peak Academy all over again. We keep fighting for hope. And we've just been giving them what they want. All the killings will never end. I don't want to lose to despair. So Oichigayo! Despair takes everything from people, even their strength to press onward. That's why it's not possible for despair to be better. The people watching probably feel the same way. They want hope too. What? If it's fiction, everyone wants to feel hope. It gives them courage. And this killing game continues because we keep giving them hope that they want, while they ignore all the tragedies that we have to suffer to get there. Suichi, then let's start the voting time. The final vote. It's all gonna end here. You and your shitty hope. Wait, we are not finished talking. Please, let me just ask you one more thing. I have to know something before we vote. What is it? If Hope wins this final vote, Kibo and Maki will sacrifice themselves. And you, Tsumugi, the loser, will also be punished. Correct? What kind of punishment will they receive? Please, tell me what it is. Why should I tell you? I never said anything about punishment, did I? That's right, the punishment isn't the problem right now. The problem is... No, that is the problem. Because if the punishment is what I think it is, then everything would make sense. Including why Rentaro participated in another killing game. Rentaro? What does he have to do with this? You know the answer, Kibo. Me? If you really are connected to the outside world, then I want you to find the answer. The final punishment. If it's the reason Rentaro participated in the killing game after surviving, then the punishment must be you participate in the next killing game. And you get the survivor perk. I got it! The punishment is you have to participate in the next killing game. right? What? Yeah, I think so. The punishment after the final vote is to participate in another killing game. That's what Rentaro was talking about. You wanted this killing game, so you have to win no matter what. No matter what. Something similar must have happened in the last killing game, and he was given a choice. He sacrificed himself and was forced to participate again. All that means is, if we choose a hope here, the killing game won't end. Tsumugi will still be the mastermind. Kibo will still... Oh, Jesus Christ. Tsumugi will still be the mastermind. Kibo will still represent the viewers. And Maki will be the new ultimate survivor. The killing game will begin again. Don't you see? If Hope wins, the killing game won't stop. That's because Hope wins that the killing game never stops. It's what the people want. They want Hope to win. They want the happy ending. That's how the killing game has gone on for 53 times. The killing game persists because Hope always wins? That's why I'm going to reject that hope. Then it's despair. You're going to choose despair to end the killing game? How boring. But it is fine. Our audience loves despair, so this will please them too. After all, even if despair wins, the killing game still won't end. Then, Hope has to win this game too? If we continue to win for Hope, then this killing game will surely end someday. No, you don't get it. I'm not going to end. It's not going to end. It's going to keep happening over and over. Then what are we supposed to do? When Maki said she was going to sacrifice herself just now, I thought, why so many of our friends have sacrificed their lives? Why Maki? Why now? Why do we have to go through this again? The sorrow of losing Kaide and Kaito. Why do we have to feel the sadness over and over and over again? Why do we have to bear that burden? Well, I don't care how much the audience wants it. I'm going to feel that way. I'm not going to feel that way anymore. I don't want anyone to feel that way anymore. Even if it's fiction, even if we're all fictional, the pain in my heart is real. The sadness I feel when I lose the people I love is real. I won't forgive this game that treats us like toys. And if this is what the world wants, then I reject that world. I'll fight the world that inflicts suffering for entertainment. Fight the outside world? It doesn't matter what you do. No matter what a fictional character does or says, it's just fiction to the outside world. Then I'll fight the outside world. From within the fiction. From within this fiction? But how? I refuse to vote. Refuse to vote? Monokuma said that if we don't vote, we'll be killed for breaking the rules. Yes, I know. That's why I'm doing it. If this ends without a single vote being cast for Hope and Despair, the audience would hate it. They'd never accept an ending like that. So I abstain. I refuse to give the outside world that ending they want. I won't vote for Kibo or Tsumugi. I reject both Hope and Despair. Hope won't end this killing game? If that's true, then this feeling that I must win for Hope is... What am I supposed to do? I'll put a stop to this killing game. You can't stop it! If Danganronpa ends, I'll be out of a job! Even if this is all fake, our suffering and pain is real. It was rough for me too. It's a death game. What the fuck are you doing? I ain't about. Just let it. Let it win. Fuck. I reject both hope and despair. Jesus Christ. I reject the world that would make us do this. Which is why I abstain from voting. So with that, if this won't end, hope or despair, you can't throw away our future. Hope is contagious. Perjury. Kibo, what are you doing? Did your inner voice really tell you to do that? Did it tell you to reject hope? No, my inner voice is still telling me not to give up on hope. But if that hope demands tragedy from us, then I cannot trust it. I may be a robot, but the thought of my friends dying still fills me with sadness. I don't want anyone else to feel this way, so I will abandon hope. Do you know what will happen if you do that? To defy the audience! I don't give a damn. This killing game is over anyway. New characters are created just to show the outside world a fictional hope. They get written into these killing games, forced to betray one another. And at that rate, at the end of the slaughter, the tragedy, the despair, hope always wins. Well, I've had enough of it. We're going to end this right now. We won't let it end the way that they want. We won't make the good or bad ending good or bad. To end this killing game and end it forever. We will reject Danganronpa, Suichi. But what about the views, man? What about my killing game? Sumigi, you were right. I'm weak. I'm weaker than anyone else. If I didn't have my friends, I'd be useless. That's true even now. If Kibo and Maki didn't stand up, I would have ended it all right then. But it's because I'm weak and because I lost my way that I finally realized. I finally realized how cruel this hope really is. Hold on, everyone. If you keep thinking we can find a better ending, then Himiko, Maki, will you abstain from voting with me? Yeah? Abstain from voting? You can't do that. All three of you will be killed if you do. Do you guys really want to commit suicide, man? It's still a sin to throw away your life, even if your life is fictional. You've been fighting so hard to survive, but now you're gonna give up? Such foolishness! To cast your life away is the height of stupidity! Himiko, we can put an end to this insane killing game. We're going to use our lives to end this madness. Use our lives? But Himiko, you have to choose, okay? You can look away. You can't look away. You can't back down. You have to choose. Only those who have found the truth can choose their destiny. We can put an end to this killing game? We can put an end to the killing games that everyone out there wants so bad. If so, then I use our lives. Oh my god, not the button! If we refuse to vote, we all die. To choose death is blasphemy against life itself. Hope and despair, neither are victor. No one should have to see this ending. Would you throw your life away for that? that would be a meaningless death. No, it wouldn't. Our lives are the strongest weapons. And weapons we will revolt against the outside world. Sorry, Sensei. I like how it's like swapping between, so like now I'm playing as, like I'm actually playing as everyone. Even if I'm a fictional character, my real life is, that's why the killing games are fun, right? It's fun to see two lives clash, right? But I won't let you use my life for some show. I'm going to use my life to end this killing game. So Tenko, Angie, and all the past victims can rest in peace. I'll use the only weapon I've got. I'll use my life and put an end to this killing game. What? Suicide is suicide, no matter what your reason is. Perhaps that thought is just another work of fiction, following along my outline. It could be a part of my script, just like Maki falling for Kaito, you know. Because if none of you vote and I do, then I'll be the only one who survives. Doesn't that sound exactly like something the big bad mastermind would come up with? It's okay, Maki. Believe in me. And believe in yourself, just like you believed in Kaito. Believe in myself? That's why you have to fight, even if you're scared, because you have that strength. Come on! It'd be a lousy story if the hero gave up so easily. My desire to end this killing game may be fictional, and the mastermind as the sole survivor would be a convenient ending for her. All of that might be implanted as well, just like my feelings for Kaito. Everything is fiction, a story written by someone. But even then, This shit is just over the top, man. I don't even know what to say. Even your thoughts are works of fiction. It's all following my outline to a T. This whole shebang is fiction. That's Danganronpa for you. That's Danganronpa, even if it is fiction. It's because of everyone's sacrifices that we've come this far. Their deaths have more than been sufficed. There must be something we can do. You mean live your lives? We're going to use fiction to change reality. We're going to end Danganronpa. Sorry, Sensei. Even if everything is fictional, I'll believe in my feelings. If I can't believe in my feelings, then my existence will have no meaning. If we can change reality, then we won't be just fiction. Our lives will have significance. And hopefully, my feelings will have significance too. Are you saying that it's okay for everyone to die together? Man, why don't you guys want to die so badly, man? It's not that I want to die. We fought so hard to survive. Of course we don't want to die. But it's not just about us. Everyone who died in the killing games felt the same way. They were all desperate to live. They wanted to survive. For themselves. And for someone else. That desire isn't fictional to us. That pain isn't fictional to us. To us, the killing game is a real tragedy. That's why we have to stop it. We won't let this happen ever again. Like I told you, it's not going to stop. Because that's what the world wants. As long as the world wants killing games, Danganronpa will not end. Then we have to change it. There's no way you can change it. Fiction would never change the real. You don't believe in the power of fiction? Huh? I may not be a physical power, but our wish will surely be received by someone. If fiction has the power to touch people's hearts, then that power can change the world. That is what I believe. I will also abandon my vote, just as Suichi suggested. Then it's decided. We all abstain from voting. We reject hope and despair. We refuse to bow to your demands of the outside world. Are you serious? Are you getting flustered? Your costume changes are less frequent now. Are you crazy? If you do that, only I, the mastermind, will survive, you know? But what about hope? What about despair? Do whatever you want with hope and despair. We've already decided to quit this killing game. We're going on strike. I don't care about the fictional world. That's right. This class trial is over. Now, start the voting time. Voting time? No, not yet. This game is gonna continue. The killing game will continue. This class trial will go on forever and ever. This game is gonna keep going. And the class trial ain't over yet. You really want the killing game to end? You really want Danganronpa to end? Come on, even if we can keep this going up, let's keep this game going. I won't let it be voting time yet. We're going to abstain from voting. We don't have to play this rigged game. I'm going to abandon the entire thing. I'm going to end this killing game. And it's just going to keep repeating. Because as you all know, what I'm doing is I'm running the clock. Because if I shoot a response, that means I'm playing into the game. So we got about 13 seconds. Hey! Why aren't you trying to do anything? I'm abandoning this game. I won't play your game anymore, Monokuma. Now start the vote. I won't let you abandon this game. I definitely won't let you. Yeah, I still need you guys to keep playing the game. What if there's a hidden Monokuma in here? So, yeah. How all your days been so far? Mine has been less productive because holy shit, I've been in this recording session for like 18 hours now. Like, Jesus Christ, this is what it feels like. I've literally spent the whole day recording this because I guess, I don't know, on a whim I decided I wanted to record the rest of the game now, so, but probably should have waited because, like, holy shit, my storage tanks are gonna like fill up on my my recording software storage shit because, like, goddamn, I've been playing for like 18 hours. No, it's more like 6, maybe 7. Hey, what are you doing? Let's have more fun with the game. Let's have lots and lots of fun with Danganronpa. Well, this is awkward. I wonder what this phrase would spell if I actually, like, drove. I wonder if that's a little Easter egg. It says, like, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? My brother in Christ, why are you trying to end this game? Do the class trial right, or the audience is gonna get bored. Fine, be bored. We're not here for your entertainment. We're trying to survive. You're the ones who want us to be entertaining. Management sucks. If you're going to complain, perhaps you should just stop watching. Even if we have to make the entire audience hate us, we're not going to stop. We're going to end our tragedy here. Just give up already and start the voting time. For all of us will abstain from voting, so you'll be the only one who survives. Are you okay with that, Kibo? Is your inner voice telling you that's okay? Does the outside world really want that? Do they really want Danganronpa to end? Hey, what are you saying? What's your inner voice saying? My inner voice doesn't matter anymore. I'm going to end this game with my friend. Kibo? Kibo, what's wrong? That's what I thought. See? They don't want this kind of ending. They want the killing games to continue. That is the outside world's decision. What? Isn't that right, Kibo? Yes, my inner voice will not accept an ending without hope or despair. Kibo? Kibo, get a hold of yourself! That's not possible. The Kibo you see there isn't the one you know. Like I said, you can't defy the audience when you're their surrogate. It's 'cause he did such a silly thing that he's feeling the audience's anger now. What do you mean? What's happening to Kibo? Since Kibo kept defying the audience, they took the vote and decided the troublesome personality of his should be erased. His personality was erased? How cruel can you be? How long are you gonna play with our lives? But that's the decision of the outside world. Don't just end Danganronpa. We supported you. You owe us. That's what they said. I mean, it's true. I mean, to be fair, I bought the game, so you kind of have to. You kind of have to end the game. I'll be honest with you. I did pay like $35 for the game, so just saying, you know, I kind of want to see what the fuck's going on here. I personally speaking as an audience member. I don't know about you guys, but I personally want to see the rest of it happen. So it doesn't matter how much you fight. You can't change the outside world. Because the outside world still wants Danganronpa. That won't change. What did you say? So do you still want to throw your lives away? Even if it changes nothing? Kibo! Kibo! I can barely control it. Looks like this is the end. Don't say that! You survived this far! I'm sorry. I could not fight with you until the end. But your choice is not wrong. The real enemy is the outside world who is enjoying this killing game. So please use me to change the world. Change the world. My final message. Goodbye. Kibo. Kibo, stay with us! He's completely erased. That makes me sad too, you know. He was a character I created. But this is the end. The outside world rejects your decision. So no matter how you live your lives, it won't change anything. Then, I'll change it. Kibo gave us this one chance. If Kibo is doing what the outside world is telling him, we just have to convince him. I know we can change the world. We owe it to Kibo to try. I said it's impossible. For fiction to change the world, the impossible is possible. All you gotta do is make it so. You can even change the world. No, we will change the world. For ourselves and everyone who died. You're going to throw your lives away. For those who have died? You fought to survive this killing game. If you die now, it's all over. If we die, it's not the end. Our friends who died gave us their love, and we changed because of that. If we can inspire change in others, then that love will live on. That love will tear down the wall between fiction and reality, and it will live on forever. That's why I'm going to change the world. As long as I have their love, I will change it. Even if this whole story is a lie. I will use that lie to change the world. That's right. We're not gonna just be fiction. Suichi, you can change this world because you're Kaito's sidekick. There's no way you can persuade them like that. They all love the killing games. They can't get enough Danganronpa. I'm giving the world what it wants. I won't let hypocrites interfere. Kibo, let me hear the voices of the outside world. And let them hear me. Oh shit. Oh! Oh god. Fiction can change the world. Oh god. Oh my god, the world's trying. Zawono! Woo! Woo! The killing game is wrong. Woo! Bop, bop, bump, 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 fuck, bump, bump, fuck, bump, 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 fuck, 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 fuck. Hoop, hop, hoop, hop, hoop, hop, whoop. Oh my god. It's not pointless. Our lives are our weapons. Holy fucking shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Pop, pop, poo, pop, poo, pop, poo, pop, poo, pop, poo, pop, poo. Fuck. Up. Oh my god. Oh my god. Kibo, you're really fucking distracting me, brother. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy shit. Somebody help me. I'm going in overdrive. We'll end Danganronpa with our own hands. What the fuck just happened? I feel like I went through the fucking Matrix, bro. What just happened? Kibo? Like I said, it's pointless. The outside world won't let Danganronpa end. Everyone loves Danganronpa. That's reality. Killing game and entertainment will continue forever. Now then, let's proceed with voting time. Oop, 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 oop. I think wonderful Kibo should vote for despairing Tsumugi without a doubt. That's what the outside world wants to see. Let's give it everything we've got. Presenting one last voting time. I'm gonna be honest with you, I really think out of everything that's happened, the real mastermind is without a doubt, it's not Tsumugi. I'm thinking it's Himiko. I'm gonna be honest with you. Without, there's just been something in the back of my mind that's just thinking, you know what? I think my deduction is wrong, and I think it's been Himiko this whole time. I'm pretty sure, without a doubt. I mean, because think about it. She's the ultimate magician, but she calls herself the mage. So, meaning she probably actually is, hiding her true self. Because she actually has magical powers. In theory, that could mean, and that could make for, an actual better mastermind on top of what Tsumugi... I'm just kidding. Let's just keep fucking... This trial is already gonna last, 4 hours. That's part of the reason why I've kind of been, just going through the motions. I might not have been, chiming in as much as I should have. It's mostly for the fact that, holy shit, this trial is rather long, and I honestly, I don't want to, hold you over from all the excitement from my blabber, I guess. I mean, I'll say things here and there, like I'm doing now, but, yeah, I do want to just proceed, because this is literally the climactic ending to one of my favorite game series. So I myself am almost re-experiencing the game again. So I'm kind of like a giddy little schoolgirl, oh my god, it's Danganronpa's ending again. Alright, looks like voting is over. Let's hurry up and announce the results. I didn't vote. That was the right thing to do, right? The three of us might have be penalized for abstaining to vote. But what's going to happen to Kibo and Tsumugi? If Kibo is controlled by the outside world, he must have voted for Tsumugi. Then what about Tsumugi? If she had cast one vote for Kibo, then it would be a tie, right? Oh, there's no need to worry about that. I didn't vote either. What? Just as I thought. You wanted Hope to win. That's not it. We're friends, aren't we? There's no way I'm abandoning you guys. Friends? You've got no right of saying that now. I turned over a new leaf. I'm not lying, it's the truth. So since the four of us abstained from voting, only Kibo's vote counts. No matter who he voted for, the only one who survives is Kibo. So in other words, the winner is Hope. But Kibo said earlier that he'd sacrifice himself to take the punishment, right? So we're going to punish him. He'll be participating in the next killing game. Hold it. Why are you punishing Kibo? If Kibo survives, then there's no need for him to sacrifice. It doesn't work like that. He needs to follow through on his word. That's not fair. Are you twisting the rules again? It's 'cause it's all fiction. Maybe it's a bit forced, but that's fiction for you, right? Well, since I didn't vote, I'll be killed with you guys. But I'll accept my death. If you guys are willing to die to stop the killing game, I'll die to continue it. Even if it's just fiction, I gave my life to make it. I've given my life to Danganronpa. I mean, in a sense, you could say I probably feel the same way. I've devoted my actual entire day to Danganronpa right now. I've literally been doing nothing but play this fucking game. And how about this for the next plotline? Hope has won, but the lone survivor, Kibo, remains trapped. Now he'll challenge the new killing game anew. Will he be able to grasp true hope? Yeah, an ending like that can work, right? What? Is this the worst possible ending? But this is bad. At this rate, our deaths will be meaningless. Well, we already know the outcome, but we should follow protocol. Monokuma, please tell us the results. Okay, then let's begin. Who will be chosen as the Blacken? Who will win? Hope or despair? No votes. I probably did shittier. I don't know if I'll get an A on everything. Maybe? I still think it did pretty well. I'm surprised I did well on that last one. I felt like I was like freaking up. Oh wow, I got an A on everything. Interesting. Huh. Well, I guess to be fair, some of these debates were literally just wait out the clock. Well, how about that for a final trial? God damn. What? All 5 people abstained from voting? What's going on? Didn't Kibo vote? I'm relieved. Huh? Why? What is this? The world has changed. Huh? If Kibo refused to vote, that means the world has changed. It means the audience chose not to vote as well. They rejected this killing game. What? Serves you right. That's what you get for breaking the rules like that. Hold on, this isn't really okay. Danganronpa is going to end? The killing game, full of tense standoffs and backstabbings among friends, is just going to abruptly end with season 53? Is that really okay? Huh? Your words can't reach them anymore. It's like the game just shuts off. You never appreciated us, and it looks like you didn't appreciate the power of fiction. No one wants you anymore. No one wants to hear your sick, twisted stories anymore. It's over. This is it. It's finished. It really is the end, isn't it? So what are we going to do now? Now that it's over, there's no need for any punishments. What a half-assed ending. This is no way to end a Danganronpa. No. It needs to end with a punishment, at the very least. I see. Now, if we continue to live after this, the choice we made won't really matter. The people will just want another killing game. So the only way we can stop the killing game is to kill ourselves. Got it! So let's just get it over with. It's going to end with everyone being annihilated? I never expected an ending like that, so I don't have a punishment ready. So I'll just leave it to Kibo. Alright, I'll do it. I'll be the one who ends the killing game. I'll bring this fiction to an end. It's the will of the outside world. Destroy this entire fictional world and end the killing game. That is what the outside world wants. I worked hard to keep this going for 53 seasons, and now it's all over. Well, that's fine. If this is what the world without killing games is now, I don't want to be a part of it. I have no interest in the world without Danganronpa. I guess this is it for us. No survivors. That's kind of a bummer. But now, it's all over. We're the last ones to suffer from this killing game. Come on, everyone. We should be proud. We were able to change the world in the end. If this is all just fiction, and everything we've achieved up till now might be a lie, but those lies, they changed the world. Even if we were just fictional characters someone made up, we were able to change the world. You're right. I feel the same way. My plan was such a flawless copy. It even failed right at the end. So you should be able to I should be able to hold up my head high as the cosplay cat criminal, right? A cosplay cat criminal? Very well. Let's begin. Or rather, let's end this. This is the end. This is the will of the outside world. Game over. Tsumugi, Suichi, Himiko, and Maki will receive punishment. Time to destroy the Ultimate Academy. God dang it. Holy Shiza. Are these the credits? Is that, oh wow. Okay, that was pretty abrupt just after the trial. Wow. Well, everyone, it's been real. But unfortunately, all good things also must come to an end. You know, and I was really trying to save it, I guess, for the credits. My final thoughts as far as now I can speak towards everything. I mean, the only thing I didn't actually finish playing, which I guess now that you know the ending to this game, it doesn't really matter that I didn't beat it, but Ultra Despair Girls, I just didn't want to finish that one because the game itself kind of leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Especially some of the things they talk about. That's just something yeah, I mean, I played it myself, but I feel like that just needs to stay to myself. I don't really want to play it for the world, I guess. So, I only got about, like, maybe a quarter through and sort of gave up, so. Unfortunately, I didn't get to finish that one. But besides that, God, I guess I don't really know where to start. I'm going to start with this game. So, actually, contrary, well, I wouldn't say contrary. Contrary to, I guess, my belief, a lot of people hated this ending. As far as that I know, people that have played this, they truly hated this ending. And for me personally, this was probably the most plot twistic and best way you could end this game series. Because these games have always been so over the top to begin with, that, like, what better way to end the game series by saying, oh yeah, this was all just a fake fucking game show, and you as the player are part of the audience, and we're literally gonna break the fourth wall and tell you that, like, it is your doing as you as the player who bought these games and played them, that you are putting these fictional characters, like, through this horrible tragedy. And I thought that was, like, the freaking wildest ending they could have ever come up with. I honestly think, if you ask me, because I think a lot of people think that this ending was a cop-out, to basically say that all of Danganronpa was just a fake game show. Like, this was all just, like, a freaking anime game show with fictional characters. Like, that's all it'll ever be. All these people are fake, this wasn't real, this wasn't, like, a story that they created. But for me, if I had to say that there was a cop-out ending, it was the second game. And my reasoning for that is because that entire cast of characters lives. The second game's cast don't die because they're in a simulation. So all the killings that happened didn't actually happen. There was no tragedy. Everything went back to the way it was. They all lived happily ever after. Like I said, the only person that didn't would have been Chiaki, because she technically died in the terrible, most awful, most tragic event. Or at least, like, the spark of it. And again, you'd have to watch the anime to see that. But yes, technically, out of the second cast, Chiaki was the only one that died. So if you ask me, the second game was more of a cop-out than this. If you're gonna talk that way. I truly enjoyed this game, and I thought it was a great way to end the series. And I really, really appreciate Team Danganronpa, Spike Chunsoft, for freaking making such an amazing game. So I'm honestly, like, I'm kind of holding back tears a little bit. I'm actually really sad that it's over now. Because unfortunately, with an ending like that, it kind of puts in your mind that we're done. Like, this was the end. There's going to be no more Danganronpa games. I mean, that's what this ending implies. Like, we shut the game down for good. It's basically the devs' way of saying this whole time, like, hey, you as the player, thank you for entertaining us through this game series. Here's how we'll end it. And we'll even incorporate you into our story. And we'll incorporate ourselves and basically put one big ending shebang to the game. So, I really enjoyed it. And I guess, I think there's something special about each Danganronpa. If I had to put it into words, if I'm gonna branch out now and kind of, like, rate all of them, I think the first game has a pretty strong plot, because I could see the side of it that people say that this is a cop-out. Because at the end of the day, it's like, you basically threw away the story that you had created. The whole, like, setup with Junko. You threw that story out the door and just said, yeah, this is just a game show made for your entertainment. That's all this ever was. So I could see why a lot of fans were pissed about it. So I would say, playing the first game, that's where you're first introduced to Junko's horrible despair, the terrible, most awful, most tragic event. I think that game is mainly played for the plot. I think that has the strongest plot. The second game, I think it has the strongest cast. It's very hard to hate a lot of the people from the second cast, because there's a lot of people from the first, well, I wouldn't say a lot of people, but there's people from the first and second game that I'd say, like, can be on people's shit list. I mean, it could be the same for the second game, but I don't know. It's like, if you actually go down everyone's dialogue path in the second game, there's really not a bad person. I don't think there's a single person that's like, oh, I fucking hate everyone and stuff like that. And it's like, I even bring up the fact with Hiyoko. Because I could see Hiyoko being a character that people hate because she's like always calling people pig trash and shit like that. But like she's just tsundere as fuck. And that's actually something you come to realize. If you actually go down her like character development, hope fragment things, she actually starts to like you. And she like wants you to come and see her like do her dance or whatever. Like see her traditional dance or whatever the fuck. But she actually learns to like appreciate you. So it's like if you just, you know, kind of ignore the face value her and like keep hanging out with her, you learn that she does have a soft side and that she's just tsundere as fuck. That's it. I mean, and I know quite a few anime fans that love tsunderes, so like why would it be any different here? I guess moving on from that, I'd say second game for cast, as well as the setting. I think the tropical island was definitely my favorite setting. And then I would honestly say for this game, it's the trials. The trials 100%. Like, say whatever you want, say the fucking story sucked, whatever the hell it is, but you can't deny that these were some of the most over-the-top Clash trials in this game series. I think I brought up earlier in the game that, like, oh, literally everyone dies. In the first two games, most people die from just blunt force trauma. That's it. Like, oh, my hero was beat with a baseball bat. Oh, Sayaka was beat with a baseball bat. Oh, freaking Chihiro was beat with a dumbbell. I mean, like, 90% of the murders literally are just like, oh, I'm going to beat you on the head with this object and try to get away with it. Like, how fucking lame is that? Like, compared to the shit that happened in here, the first game's trials were, like, small fry. I mean, seriously, like, they were all, like, practically lame. I think the only one that really kept me on my toes was the Hifumi Celeste, like, accomplice trial. Because technically, like, Hifumi's, like, you don't really know that Hifumi's working with Celeste. I think that's the only one that really, really was like, oh, wow, that's, like, crazy. Like, someone actually working with the killer? What? We didn't think that was possible. I mean, I guess the whole mastermind reveal and Junko at the end was pretty, like, spectacular. But the thing is, what's great, although Danganronpa is over, and it doesn't look like, I don't think Spike Chunsoft, again, I think this was their saying of, hey, we're done with Danganronpa. And they're moving on to make other games, so, which, rightfully so. I mean, you don't want to get stuck doing the same thing over and over, the same one-hit wonder joke, I guess. But it does sadden me. It does sadden me because I literally put me to a fucking lie detector. I 100% without a doubt, this is my favorite game series. Without a doubt. I can say that with full fucking confidence. That no other game that ever will exist will probably top this. Because this, as I said, I mean, it's mostly a visual novel. And as I've told, countless times, I've replayed these games multiple times. Nothing changes in the story. I've literally just kept replaying and replaying and replaying these games because I love them so much. On account of the fact of this one, because obviously I only played this once through, and that was like 4 years ago. It was back in like 2018. But 5 years ago. Jesus Christ, yeah, Jesus, it's 2023 now. What am I thinking? But I hate to see it go. I really do love this game. But I guess to move on a more lighter note, Spike Chunsoft is in developments of new games. And actually they are, like, I think I brought it up earlier, before the Clash trial for the whole Kaito Kokichi switch. I think I brought it up there. But they're in development. I think it's called Rain Code. I want to say, I actually have the name now, right? It's called Rain Code. But I think it's supposed to be in like the Danganronpa like art style. So, but it's a Spike Chunsoft developed game, and I think I want to say it's another like detective mystery thing, but it's more like over the shoulder. So it's like they combined the sort of like premise of the Danganronpa games, but then combined it with Ultra Despair Girls gameplay. And I think it's like the over the shoulder. It's not like a visual novel. I think it's supposed to be like an over-the-shoulder game. But the sprites and everything and like the universe is in the Danganronpa art style. So I'm looking really forward to that. I don't even know. I thought it was supposed to come out early this year, but it might come out later this year. I don't know. I thought it said 2023, but it might get delays. I don't know. So it's not like Spike Chunsoft as a company is dead. They're still making games, and they're still making games in the Danganronpa art style. But on a side note, and one of the games that I was thinking about playing, probably not next, but like sometime in the future, it's called, I think, AI Somnium Files. I didn't actually realize, but it's a Spike Chunsoft game. It is a detective, like, murder mystery, like, visual novel-esque game that, obviously it's less in this style and it's more like actual, like, 3D animation. But yeah, it's supposed to be like kind of like another detective murder mystery case solve, and I was thinking about, at some point visiting something like that, because it's Spike Chunsoft murder mystery. It's got to be good, because fuck, see what they did here with Danganronpa, like shit's good. So I'll be looking forward to probably playing that in the future. But shit. I guess let's wrap her up. Let's finally beat this game. You have acquired the new theme, Danganronpa 53. Team Danganronpa employee badge. Sweet, I'm an official employee. Variety cushion. To each their own roulette. Easter egg. Oh. I really thought it just brought me back to the menu. Wait, we're still going? The game's still going? Wait a minute. We're back. Let's play the game. Are you okay? Yeah, somehow. I'm sort of stuck here. Someone help me out. They lived. Himiko, careful. Yeah, I'm saved. We made it. Hey, how were we saved? Why are we still alive? Yeah, why are we alive? I wonder. The killing game is forever. The class trials are over. And the fictional world is over. So then, where are we? Another fictional world? After the fiction has ended? What's left for us here? Oh, it's the epilogue. Everyone's killing game closing ceremony. We were silent for a long while, staring into the other side, where we continued to hope, and they continued to torture us. The outside world. 53 times, hope moved forward. 53 times, the suffering continued. The world on the other side of the fiction. The real world. So what do you want? So what do we do now? We didn't think of a plan for what we do after. I thought that was the end of us back there. But we survived. And that's the truth. Seems as though we don't really have a choice. We can't stay here anymore. But I don't get it. Seriously, how are we still alive? When this world destroyed itself, I thought we would go down with it. Kibo probably saved us. He made sure we didn't die. But why? Would he do that? There's no point in us escaping to the outside world. We're just fictional characters. Did Kibo save us? Because he was acting on what the outside world wanted? Then maybe this is what the outside world wanted. Nah? For us to live? That's right. In addition to ending this all, the outside world wanted us to live. I suppose the outside world wanted this lie to become the truth. So come on, everyone. Let's head outside with confidence. The outside world is waiting. To the outside world, huh? I wonder what kind of world it is. A peaceful world with no fighting and no despair. That's what Tsumugi said, right? Yeah. If she was lying. Yeah, it might be a lie. Remember, the last thing Tsumugi said? My plan was such a flawless copy, it even failed right at the end. So I should be able to hold my head up high as the cosplay cat criminal, right? She said copy. That means she must have been copying someone, right? What does that mean? What indeed? What? You don't know? Well, I have some theories. Perhaps Hope Speak Academy and the remnants of despair really exist. Maybe Tsumugi was just basing her performance on them. So Tsumugi lied about this whole world being just fiction? What? A surprise ending? No, I don't really know for sure. She might have been lying when she said copy. But if she were telling the truth, then it would make sense that that was a lie. What do you mean by that? What Tsumugi showed us. The way we were given. We first arrived. Huh? What am I wearing? Looks good. Now you look more like Ultimates. Ultimates? Really? Next up, the memories you've all been waiting for. Hell yeah, get ready. Once the seal is broken, we'll be in the domain of the killing game. Killing game? You mean we were selected? We got picked? Really? Alright! Whoa, really? I'm selected for it, too? I still don't believe it. I can't believe that any of us would volunteer for this. We forgot everything about our old selves after the first flashback light, didn't we? That's what Tsumugi said. But something's been bugging me about that. Even if we were obsessed with the killing game, I still can't believe we would participate in it. I don't believe it. But I don't really have any logic behind it. One of Kibo's hunches, huh? Anyway, there's no way for us to check when we all applied to the academy, right? Yeah. What? We can't check? So in the end, we still don't know what it was true or not. The fictional world ends here, and the real world lies out ahead. Perhaps just beyond here is the truth, but maybe it isn't. Maybe it's all still fiction in that world, or maybe Danganronpa still continues in that world, or maybe the outside world is the same as this world. It might be a world filled with lies. Well, if we can't get out of here, we'll know for sure. Yeah, but I feel like there's not too much meaning in truth or lies. Yeah? What do you mean? I mean that even if something is a lie, even if it's fiction, it has the power to change the world. Then it must contain some kind of truth. Aren't we proof of that? In the fictional world, we overcame all these fictional struggles, but those things changed us, and we were able to change the world. So it doesn't really matter where the truth ends and where the lies begin. If lies can change the world just as well as the truth can, then lies are just another way of telling the truth. Some lies can lead the world to hope. Some truths can lead the world to despair. So I don't think anyone can really say which is more right in the end. I guess it's not important whether it's a truth or lie, just what it leads to. Yeah, that's what I believe. We stand with one foot in fiction and one foot in reality. Then we need to see for ourselves whether this fictional world has changed the outside world and what we can do from this point on. You're right. We can't stay in this fictional world forever. It's already over. We gotta take on the experience we earned in this world and go on to the next. Yeah, let's go. We'll see what this world's gained and what it lost and all the rest. Let's find it out together. To the other side of this world, to the other side of fiction. Let's find out together. It's what we could accomplish. The story lives on. I'm sure, even now, even on the other side, that lives out there as well. Lives out there as well. And thus, the story lives on. Was this lie able to change something? Was this lie able to change someone? Was this lie able to change the world? If it was able to change even the smallest thing, then the story isn't over. Danganronpa. The end. God, I'm gonna start welling up, man. And there it is. Well, I guess I don't want this to drag on any longer than it already has, so... Well then, I will catch you all on the flip side.